Hey there, friendlies. Welcome to the 2 October edition of the Beer Blazing Bushcraft live stream. I got a bunch of things to talk about tonight. One of which is the beer I got over there. Another of which is all these damn coins I have all over my table. I have to clean them up, and I figured this would be a good time to okay. I got a couple of bullets. Don't know what those are doing there. But, yeah, I gotta clean all this crap up. Put it back in this. So I figured I'd do it with you guys. I also have some knife stuff to discuss. Though strangely not for me. This is Ein Pfennig. Ein Pfennig from 1950. That's West German. Hey, salut. Comment ça va, Monsieur Simon? So, ce soir, il faut qu'on discute un couteau puis un flashlight, man, for an army cadet, among other things. I saw messages. I saw your textos. So we're not going to talk about it on, but you know, I said the punchline out loud, and I think I'm missing it. So I'm gonna try that again when I after we're done here. Here's one peseta. That's Spanish. Yeah. The hell was I saying just a second ago? I don't remember. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to organize these coins as I put them away and as I talk about other kind of stuff. And so like once yeah, the Through Night T10 version 2, I'll have to check the price because it's not for me. It's an old friend has contacted me because her son is an army cadet, and while he was out on a trip, he came back and said that a good knife would have been a welcome addition to his toolkit, you know. So I said I'd get back to her with a bunch of things, with some suggestions that won't break the bank, you know. T10 version 2. Taking note of what you said there. So yeah, so I'm sorry that you're not feeling well tonight, Simon. I'm feeling okay. Here is 1 pound. Jeez, because of that light, it's yeah, it has to be a 3-inch blade or whatever, because it can't be wider than his palm, which is the same rule as we had when I was a cadet, if I remember correctly. There's a 6pence. That's a pretty coin. Look at how dry my hands are. They're falling apart on me. Yeah, where is everyone, man? All the regulars are late tonight. What is up with that? That's the size a dollar should be. I like the size of this. One of the guys told me who this was. That was his name? Not Truman. I don't know. Hey, Zach. All hail the ale. What the hell did he say this guy's name was? Truman? No, not Truman. What else? I don't remember. But that's the size that a dollar coin should be. You know what I'm saying? Here's a $1 coin from Barbados. Yeah, so I gotta clean all this up here. You know what? I'll just show you what it looks like. Okay. I got some cleaning to do, man. Eisenhower, yes, thank you. Eisenhower, an Eisenhower dollar. And I am about to sneeze. Nope. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. What is this? That's the sixpence. That's something Greek. This is a token from a casino. Société des Bains de Mer, Casino de Monte Carlo. There you go. Casino in Monte Carlo. Whoops. So who else is on, man? I see viewers, but no one's saying anything. Come on, guys, say hi. I want to know who's here. I want to know if it's time to crack the beer yet. You know what I'm saying? What do we got here? These are Canadian silver dollars. Not really silver, I don't think. What's in this? Oh, that's a 1 penny. That's a penny from... Is it? 1 cent. Oh, this is Nova Scotian. This is a 1 cent piece from Nova Scotia in 1861. So, of course, it's got a crown on it. Because in 1861, we were still really British. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is this tiny thing? Oh, it's Turkish. It's one, whatever the thing under the lira is. Now that is silver. This is a Canadian 50-cent piece from like, oops, from when? 1950? 1958. It's got the old coat of arms and everything. We do not have that coat of arms. And there's the Queen when she was really young and pretty. It's a good coin. Oh, nice, Zach, really? You know, at the high school I went to, which shall remain nameless, the year before I went, someone had put a stick of dynamite in a row of lockers and blew the whole row off. The following year, they got a new principal who sort of went through and, you know, whipped the place into shape and got rid of all the bad actors. But yeah, that's pretty funny. It's hilarious. But yeah, a road flare. That's interesting. I like it. I don't really like it. Come on, man. Nobody does that. What? Why would somebody do that? But you gotta respect the ingenuity it takes. This is Japanese. But I don't know what it is. I don't know how many yen this is. I don't know what that number is. I think that's 5, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. There's 1 shilling from Austria. What year is this? 1964. I would like to know who the hell else is watching. How come you ain't talking, man? How come you ain't talking? There's another token. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to clean all these damn coins up. Like, part of me thinks I should organize them. You know, all the American here, all the British here, all the Canadian there, all the French. Speaking of French, this is a franc from 1943. Whoops, I got it ass backwards or upside down or whatever the hell. This is like made of tin or something. It's light as hell. Someone threw a smoke grenade during your senior year? That's an active high school, man. This is 25 centimes from 1925. 1920... Oh no, I just dropped it into a pile of coins. Oh, there it is. 1920... Nope, 1920. Boom, baby. It's upside. It's because French coins are like they're reversed. The top is reversed. Well, anyway. So I don't do anything bushcrafty this week. Any bushcraftiness, crafty stuff this week? Anything? I did not really. It was not a very bushcrafty week for me. I'm sorry to say. I'm disappointed to say. I feel like I let myself down. So far it's been a bushcraft R&R adventure. Hey! From Africa to Germany. Man, I don't have any African coins. That sounds cool. Excuse me, I'm dealing with like some allergies or something, so if I'm snorking, I'm not doing it on purpose. Somewhere in here I have a couple of German coins from like the late 40s, but nothing African. That's cool. Well, I mean, I guess he fought in Africa, I guess, in North Africa. Well, that's cool. Right, Zach, you did a wild camp with your girl. Yeah, come on, man, tell us all about it. While I go through all these coins. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get this crap organized. And a Nazi bayonet. Interesting, yeah. One of my grandfathers, I had one grandpa who worked on Lancasters, which is the world's finest bomber, and another one who was in the army. And the one who was in the army, he picked up a German, like a Luger, but they weren't allowed to bring him home, and they were doing spot inspections, so he threw it in the ocean before getting home, which I think is a shame. Because I think it would have been... I mean, look, I'm not one of these guys who you know, wants Nazi memorabilia or anything, but it would have been cool. I have a bayonet from a Ross rifle from World War I that, unfortunately, someone had sharpened with a bench grinder. So it's just like... It doesn't have any of the original blade shape left. It's just like a toothpick. I'm not rambling. Hey, LT. Okay, so Simone says headlamp, phoenixlight.com. What is that? Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Phoenix HL50. I will keep track of that. LT, what we're talking about tonight, well, we're talking about a bunch of things. But I'm interested to see what you got to say, and I would love for Paul Bakuma to get online. Nice to see outdoors here. Throwing shade as usual. But LT, I have a friend who her son is an Army cadet, and he would like a knife and a good flashlight that can take a beating and fit in his pocket. And so I'm guessing, well, she says the blade can't be wider than his palm, and we had the same rules when I was an air cadet, so I'm non-surprised. She wants a good knife, but she doesn't want to break the bank, and I figured if anyone knows about a good sturdy knife that ain't going to break the bank, it might be you. It was 10 pence. So yeah, and she's thinking probably a folder, you know. Simo's not feeling well. Here's $1 from Hong Kong, 1979. Same queen on the obverse as we had on our coins. boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start by making some piles. I'm gonna make a Canadian pile. And I will make an American pile. And I will make a French pile. Pennies. Two rolls of pennies. The world's most useless rolls. However, I got them. And I am not in any way regretful that Canada abolished the penny. There's 1 franc from 1944. And these like wartime French coins are, there's nothing to them. I'm sure they're tin. Yeah, here's another French one from 1947, right after the war. But like there's nothing to them. This one I was telling you about, this is a franc from 1943. Same deal. Same like weightless coins, you know. I mean, obviously because the metal was going to the war effort. Actually, at that point, the metal was probably going to the German war effort. Let's face it, France was occupied. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Robin. Yes, happy Lee Valley Eve to you as well. Outdoor. I don't even think they're aluminium. I think they're just straight up. Whatever, you know, like, and the coin disappears. Whatever the hell that is. Well, I don't know. Take a look. Maybe. You know. Like, it's just nothing to it. I feel that aluminium would be less tarnished with age. I just figured tin because it feels like tin, but I don't know. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? All right, I got to start making my piles here because otherwise I'll get nothing done. I'll have, you know. Hold on. Let me go back. Alright, more is authorized. There's no real, only that stupid palm size stuff varies with the ruler. Are they aluminium? I don't think so. Yes, LT, I got a beer tonight. What do you have? Oh, Zach. She tripped and grazed her chin, her shin. How bad was it? If you had to do some first aid, it was probably pretty nasty. Where is my official bottle opening knife? Oh well, I'll just use this bottle opener. You think steel? Man, there's no weight to it though. So here's tonight's beer. Shawinigan Handshake. By Bose. No, by Le Trou du Diable. 1250 de la Station Shawinigan, Quebec, Canada. Pugnacious Strong Ale. I'm not going to open it quite yet. Just going to wait a little bit. I want to make at least one pile so that I'm rewarding myself. I have not tried this beer, by the way. Come on, allergies, leave me alone. Yeah, weird. Like even this. Here's another franc from 1957. And it's still that weightless, you know, metal. I guess I'm making a French pile first. He says, picking up a Korean coin. Oh no, this one's Japanese. I'll keep my Japanese ones together. It's Chinese. Not supposed to have had that one. Just by a flesh wound. Having some Coors Banquet beer and watching YouTubes. Mine is probably pretty good. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Severe thunderstorms here tonight. Even had tornado warnings. They made everyone at work head to the interior of the lower levels. We've been okay, but we had some roughness a couple of weeks ago. In fact, a tornado tore through Ottawa and the Gatineau. Oh, LT, you're having the McTavish. I almost picked that one up. Zach, did you make a video of your wild camp? I'd watch the hell out of that. Oh, is the banquet beer the original course? Because up here for the longest time, the only course we got was the light. I don't know why they did that, but anyways, that's what they done. And I've only recently seen a different course. There's a bunch of Euro cents here. Maybe I'll put them all together too. You know what the worst thing about the Euro is? By the way, is anyone... Yes, very good. Light, not good. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, so many Euro cents. I just asked you guys a question, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Oh yeah, is anyone who's here in Quebec checking out Lee Valley tomorrow? Anyone who lives here in Quebec camping out at Lee Valley tonight? Yeah, Molson and Coors are the same company now. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, with two headquarters and everything. You know what's the one shame about the unified European currency? The Irish aren't making coins anymore. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous 2p piece. Absolute. I mean, they made really pretty coins. Much the same as with Canada and the US. Their coins were the same size as the British ones, right? There's a British 2p, there's an Irish 2p. Just gorgeous. She's camera short. Ah, Zach, that's too bad. Yeah, LT, I don't think Robin sent me a text saying, hey, let's go camp out at midnight. Ha ha ha. But I'm thinking the best course of action will be to just give it a few days, because there will probably be a crowd and a half. I mean, I know that I'm not the only one around here who's been waiting and waiting for a freaking Lee Valley to show up in Quebec. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna wait. But we got some stuff to buy, man. I'm gonna get the where is this? Oh, Bermuda. It's a pig. Bermuda's a pig. What is that? One penny? 1 cent, yeah. Because I gotta get my holdfasts for this thing, right? Ah, Robin. I think that's Washington cents, actually. Yeah, that's French. Ever have beer over ice? Good lager, IPA, fruity, or malty. Try it, you might like it. Hey, here's an interesting question, because I don't know if this is a Quebec thing or not. But any of you guys ever seen like old guys at a bar ordering a lager or whatever, and then shaking some salt into it? Like one good, or maybe two. Not like liberally salting it, but... Oh, Rob, just in case you missed it, I'm having a Shawinigan handshake. Hey, I think he's choking... Is that Don Cherry? Is that his name? Is it Don Cherry? Paul Cherry? Eagle Eye Cherry? It's not Eagle Eye Cherry. Say tonight, fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Hey guys, look at that. I've actually poured it right this time. Boom, babies. Nice color. Shawinigan handshake. Pretty good. There's a malt and a hops thing happening there, but the hops isn't too bad. Tiny hit of citrus. It's like somebody made an IPA that didn't stink. 2 francs from 1946. Still light as hell. Still light as hell. Outdoor, you used to salt your beer. Okay, why? Why do people, like, what is the theory behind salting the beer? Because no one I know ever did that or could understand it. Yeah, euros are totally standardized, but each country mints their own coins. 1942. That's why, like, right? These are both 5 euro cents, right? But you flip this one over, and that one is definitely French, right? Because that's what's her name, Marianne or whatever. And this one, geez, I don't know what that is. Italian, maybe? No, because that's a king. Oh, this one's Dutch. You know. Come on, allergies, leave me alone now. Just leave me alone, allergies, okay? Okay. All right. Canadian 25-cent piece from 1940. Clearly silver. Or nickel. Or something that's not like just a cheesy metal. It's amazing how long we've had this same design on our coins. And of course, since it's 1930, 40 on the other side, he's King George. King George. I'll put all my Canuckian stuff together. So, for those of you who happen to be Canuckistani, which I think is almost everyone here right now, what does Shawinigan handshake refer to? Everyone except Simon, because he'll just put the link up. But I want to see if anyone else remembers what this is referring to. Oh, I'm so pissed off about these allergies. Alright, I'm going to stop arguing, bitching about it though, because it's just not attractive to bitch, you know. I'm probably boring half the world with my stupid coins here, but... Yugoslavia, 1972. Big, beautiful dollar coin. I'm going to keep that one right here so I can keep looking at it. 50 cents from Fiji. It's been a long time that I'm doing it too. What, salting your beer? No. I'm not sure, but he did it, tried it, and it came back. Yeah, and it's always like a light colored beer, right? It's always like a lager or a, you know, Labatt 50 or 50. LT, your dad used to salt his beer. Oh, you think it was to take out the bitterness? Okay. Zach, I hope you added a drop of distilled water to that beverage, at least. Oh, LT, your dad gave your daughter a collection of coins? Nice. Do shots of local honey might help the allergies. Also good for sore throat or cough. You live in the Adirondacks. That's a nice part of the country you live in, man. I mean, it's very similar to, you know, it's just the southern extension of our mountains here, but it's just, whenever we drive down to New York City to go to the in-laws, I always wish we could stop and do a little wild camping or something, you know? It's nice down there. This coin kind of breaks my heart. This is a 1 cent piece. Canadian 1-cent piece from 1896 with a freaking hole in it. There she is. There's Victoria in all her glory with a great big hole in her head. Hey, stupid. Do shots of local. Oh yeah, you got some nice woods down there, man. Here we go, hold on. Because Simon's about to URL you guys about the Shawinigan handshake, so... You may as well, Simon. Put it up. Man, it's still, even though he hasn't been the PM in a long time, it's still like, you enter the word Shawinigan, and Google's like, boop! There's the handshake. What you got there is then Prime Minister Jean Chrétien. That was a protester who got in his face. And so that was him grabbing the protester by the neck and giving him an almighty shove. And when asked about it, he said, "He got in my way, so I took him out." And suddenly, teenagers across this country thought that our Prime Minister was cool. And got away with a lot, he said, begrudgingly, and yet with a certain amount of admiration. Hey, there's my mom. Yeah, the old guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I used to always see like old guys at the bars. I'm like, huh? This right here, this 10-cent piece from 1955. It's Dutch, and this might be the smallest coin I own. It's almost like, what's the point of making a coin that small? You'll lose it in a, thimble. Labatt 50 doesn't need to be salted. It doesn't need to be drunk either. It doesn't need to be drunk. You don't need to drink that stuff. So guys, how come we're not talking about knives for this Army cadet? I was hoping to come back to her with some solid suggestions, Simone's given me a couple of suggestions about lights. I'm unsure if it's a headlamp or a flashlight, like a handheld that he wants. But this is a weird looking little 5-something from Cyprus. But yeah. And of course, especially when it comes down to the flashlight, I will then take your suggestions and probably buy myself one as well. I am irritated that a while ago I had said that what I wanted was one of those flashlights with the 90 degrees, with the 90-degree head, so I could just sort of clip it onto my bag while I'm working. Like those old Army ones, Anyone who was a cadet in the 80s or 90s probably knows what I'm talking about. LT, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about too. And I think Simon suggested oh, so it is aluminium then, that 1 franc coin, okay. Zach, I'm thinking it should probably be stainless. Condor Bushlore, $50 US. That's a 4-inch blade, right? If I remember correctly. It's the Blue Nose, Canadian 10-cent piece from 1955. That's not what I'm looking for. 2 pence from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I have so many 5-cent pieces and 2-cent pieces from our European friends. It's like, why do I have so many? Why did I empty the damned cash box? Because now I have to put all this crap back. £1p from Ireland when they still made really pretty coins. 50 bucks or less? Yeah, but in the States, right? So as soon as you get it up north, it's probably like 70. Simone probably knows exactly what it costs in Canada. And he's probably about to URL us in 5, 4. I'm just being a great big jerk. I have many 50-cent pieces. I don't know where they all came from. There's a 25-cent piece from 1968. Slightly less young Queen Elizabeth on the other side. It's another very, very tiny coin. In fact, this one's so tiny I can't even read. Oh, I have no idea what that alphabet is. I'll just put it right back there for now. A Bushcraft 79, eh? Yeah. Bushcraft Canada. That's where one of those Wetterlings, the Wetterling Scandinavians came from. There's another Canadian 50-cent piece. What the hell? That's a coin I wish we would put back in, or put into service. That'd be bloody useful. What's this? 2 shillings. Yes, George VI, 2 shillings. You say? Yes, rather nice. Actually, it is really nice. 2 shillings, you say? I have no idea what 2 shillings would be worth now. Canadian dollar. Like an old one, a silver one, not the current coin. What do I got? This is Yugoslavian. There's a country you don't hear about anymore because it doesn't exist anymore. Bermuda. Another country that sees the value of putting animals on the coins. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. Hey, Hike with Mike. How's it going, man? And Dr. Sharp is here. Alright, folks. Just to bring you up to speed, we're drinking the Shawinigan Handshake. Oh, I forgot to say, it's a 600 milliliter bottle. I was going to say millimeter bottle. That's nice. And it's a 6.5%. So it's not like a real high octane. It's kind of mid-rangey, but you know, I think the standard, somebody check me on this, but Canadian beer is like 5% generally, if it's not like strong beer or light beer or whatever. Though I do believe that Guinness is 4%. Oh man, I'm overwhelmed. There are so many coins here. This is a first world problem. Oh, there's so much money on this table. What is that? Oh man, I quit biting my nails, but there it is. That's a Dutch. Borowit, RJ02. Borowit? I'll look it up, LT. Hey Ace, how's it going? I don't have any Somali shillings. My shillings are Austrian. Well, or the British one that I just showed you. But since Somalia might be the only country that either of us can figure that's using shillings today, that's still pretty legit. This is Israeli. This is 10 agora something. Oh, hold on, guys. I just got a texto that I must answer. That I must answer. Sorry. Where was I? Yeah, so LT, I'll look up that. Hold on. Shred. SCHF 13. Yeah, but Simon, there's no way a Grumman number 4 is going to be legal for these cadets, right? I mean, because that goes way past. I'm just seeing like this. I believe is a 3-inch blade, right? That's why I'm saying 3-inch because of my palm. I mean, if this kid is huge, which I don't think he is, just judging by how tall his mother is not. You know, something like that number 4 is just going to be too big. That's Hong Kong. That's a parking token. Oh, this is one of my favorite of our coins. See that nickel? The rabbit on it. That was from the, was that the Centennial? Yeah. 1867 to 1967. And I don't think that's a rabbit. I think it's a hare. We don't do no bunnies. We do fine, upstanding wild animals in this country. Caribou. Bunnies. No, outdoor. I carpool with a friend to work because he lives near here and we work. It's anywhere between a half hour and a 2-hour drive, depending on traffic. So I was just confirming for tomorrow. My mama don't text. So 1,000 lira, is that Turkish? Yeah, 1,000 Turkish lira. But what I'm looking for is French. Come on, French. Yeah, great. Now I'm finding the Austrian. That's another Turkish. Wow, this is pretty. What is this? This is something Arabic. Oh, this is Egyptian. Judging by that number, 1983. It's tough. I'm not really solid on my my like actual Arabic numbers. It's another Canadian 50-cent piece. I am rich in 50-cent pieces, guys. Funny, eh? It's a different size. I wonder what year it changed sizes, because this is 1958, okay? And here is a 2002, right? See that? But, wait, no, that's 1968, right? It's the same size as the 2002. So I wonder when they changed the size. I like bigger coins. I think coins should be bigger. I mean, if you're walking around with a pocket full of them, you probably don't agree. There's another 2002. So many 50-cent pieces. I don't believe it. What's this? Another one? Another one from 2002. What is going on here, folkies? Schnikes, another 2002. I don't believe I just said Schnikes. I mean, I did not just say Schnikes. There's an Irish 10p. From when they still made their own money. Their own little monies. Hold on. Serge is here. Serge, we gotta get together and finish that axe. I'm not sure when, but we do. Bushcraft R&R, I'm with you. I don't like, this is definitely not my bushcrafting knife. There's all kinds of issues with it. I'm thinking that in a cadet unit, they're not really bushcrafting. It's probably like for cutting cord and stuff, and that's about it. And I think she was just thinking that a folder for the, you know, the added safety, you know, that she believes he would get from. Now that is what a Canadian dollar used to be like. A canoe. A canoe. So that right there, outdoor, is where the bushcraft and the coins come from. Is where the bushcrafting comes into the coin collection. Okay? I'm gonna do a magical trick. See? Gone. That was stupid. Okay. I'll put that over there. Yeah, so I'm thinking like she was suggesting a folder just because I think she felt it would be safer or something. And I think she was sort of looking at 3 inches as a safe, because she knows how big this kit is, right? And I don't. This one's from Finland, which is not France. Wow, there's another Hong Kong. Leave me alone, Hong Kong. I'm looking for French. There's another euro cent. That was a 10. That was a 10. And it's just like he came back from this trip and he said, Mom, you know, I would have done better with a knife and a flashlight. So she called me. And I told her that I would ask you guys on this live stream, Ash. Sales, do you have a coin collection? Oh, you sharp the yeah, Looney and a Toonie, eh? I've got tons of those too. I still think the older $1 coins are better. I like the size better. I like the feeling of it, them being real money. It's 50 European cents. Hold on. Serge, you sharpened up the other axe. Nice. Good work. What did you use? Did you start with a file? I might have to bail and work on sewing up some new waxed canvas bags. Oh, outdoor, come on, man. You gonna share some photos when those are done? Do you know why we have loons instead of the Voyageurs on our $1 pieces? I have no idea. Wait. What the hell's a Skill Hunt H03? Taking note of that too. Okay, Seth. Yep. Fair enough. 4,000 bucks and change. Holy crap, dude. 5 escudos. What the hell is an escudo again? Portugal. So yeah, I'm taking notes of everything you guys are saying, and I'll just sort of go back to her with. I have literally no idea what this coin is, but I can tell you one thing for free: it ain't new. I don't know what it is, and I don't remember where I got it. Wait, Simon, really? The Voyageur dies were stolen from the mint, and the loons were backups? Really? 90-degree flashlight? That might be the one for me. A zippered personals bag and a tinder bag. Nice. Hang about. Because here's my Hidden Woodsman tinder bag. Is your design kind of similar to this? Like, is that what you're... Why? I don't understand what that's doing there. But anyways, like, is it going to be similar to this kind of format? Looks like a kangaroo. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. £5. Oops, sorry, it's because Mariana's right side up. What year are we? 1946. So, what did you say? They were aluminium? Is that what we discovered? Thanks to Outdoor Dauber's fine work with the glue going. Oh, this is not fun, guys. This is irritating. Portuguese. The hell is this? 1 peseta. Okay, so that's Spanish. From 1944. So what was happening in Spain in 1944? They were not in the Second World War. Oh, they were dealing with their own problems. I don't remember the exact dates on that, but they had a civil war happening at around the same time as the rest of the world was going stupid. Is a Jamaican dollar. Ten Pfennig. German from 1949. Come on, that's cool. The 3 pence. Look at that. Is that 1943? 1940. Yeah, come on. That's a cool coin. I love that one. I was stupid though. I cleaned up all these coins. You should never do that, by the way. Never, ever clean up a coin. No matter how dirty it is, you leave it dirty. Such an idiot. 1 penny from 1947. Why the hell did I clean that up? I didn't ruin them, but, you know. 10 francs from 1958. 5 Canadian cents from 1922. Penny. Something Dutch. Quarter. There's an Irish shilling. This one, man, it bugs me that I cleaned this one. This is a halfpenny from the Bank of Upper Canada, 1854. What an idiot. It's another one of those American silver dollars. Stuff, what are you? 10 cents. British Caribbean territories. Eastern Group, blah, blah, 20p, Canadian nickel from 1945, a victory nickel, you know. Someone no, Outdoor, that's not a real retracted message. Give me a break. Hold on, wait, let me go back. To pay the ferryman, even your bush skills are not... Hey now, don't pay the ferryman. Don't even set up... Was it make a price or set a price? Oh, a roll top style bag. Okay, that's cool. And did you say you're making it out of waxed canvas? Oh, that sounds schmexy. I'm going to cut my hair tonight. With all these coins, you're making me crazy. Oh, God. Yeah, Serge, I know that from... Zach, you got a 1931 Newfoundland penny? Nice. I thought you misplaced. I do believe that a waxed Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I do believe that a waxed canvas nutsack would get sweaty as hell in the summer. Since we're going there, let's just go there. Is that a 10 or a 5? That's a 50p piece. 50p piece. Ah, that's not funny. It's funny that I never even asked if she needed, if she thought stainless or, Zach, I'm about to show you something. A Newfoundland, buddy. There's a 1-cent piece from Newfoundland in 1917. It's a nice one there, bye. That one should probably be in one of these silly things. Especially since I was smart enough not to clean that one. What have we got? 50 what? 50 cents? 50. Oh, New Zealand, so that's 50 cents. Allow me to pour a little bit more beer. How many of you guys own canoes, by the way? I got a question. I got me a question. How many of you guys are big canoers? Canoeists? Canoe type? Canoe? Fuck it. How many people have a canoe? Oop, I said a bad one. I said a spicy word. Sure did. Because I've been looking at canoes, because at one point I'm going to buy one. But man, getting a good canoe is a multi-$1,000 purchase. I'm like, oh, better get a new car first. But, check photo on message. Okay, hold on. Let me find the messaging service. Louis sent a photo. Let me see. That's the 90-degree flashlight. Oh, that is very interesting. What kind of lumens do you get on that? Tell Simon about it. He can put up a link for the guys. For the guys. Because L2, that's a very interesting looking flashlight. You own 2 canoes, but you're planning on selling one. Hey, sweet, I'll just walk on by and buy one of yours. Oh, thanks, Zach. Yeah, because how many of you guys are watching Joe Robinette's series on that 4-day trip he took? Because what him and Doug have, and I've noticed Pine Martin have. They've all got, I think it's a pack boat or something. Like with kind of like a kayak style of ram thing. Paddle. Or paddle. Brain farting here, guys. I was wondering if any of you guys use those. And like, they're all by the same company. They're all nice. 17-foot Grummins, eh? I don't remember what these boats are that these guys have, but they've all got the same model. It's a 12 ounce, a 12. I was gonna say 12 inch, but I said 12 ounce, but I don't mean 12 inch. I mean 12 foot, like I think they're called pack boats. You know, they're very canoe-like, except they're very, like, they don't, and the back is slightly wider than the front. Yeah, it's Swift, right? So I was wondering if any of you guys had experience with those. Because, like, the classicist in me is like, I want a canoe, you know? I want it to be light enough that I can portage it without, you know, killing myself. There's all the French. I've got right here a shift ton, or a funk ton, because it's a family show. Funk ton of French coins. And one of them has been all painted up. What the heck's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? No, this one's not French. This is Swiss. Why did I put my Swiss and my French together? What are you doing, Jess? For God's sakes, man. But you know what? I'm just going to put them on. They're already in a bag. I don't know why I took them out. What kind of stupidity was that? Yeah. That's a 5 francs. That's a 5 Swiss franc from 1973. Boom. It's 1 year younger than me. It's a good size of a coin, though, man. I'll tell you that for free. Here's a 10 francs. This one's pretty cool. It's got kind of a Bauhaus look to it. What year is this? I don't believe there's no date on this. Wait, is it on the side? Liberté, égalité, fraternité. But there's no bloody date on this one. Oh, there it is, 1977. See the, oops, crap, I got it upside down. The industry, the factories, the workers. Ain't no union busting going on in France in 1977. Between 1,000 and 1,200 lumen, okay. Oh no, Outdoor just gave me a Craigslist ad, but it's in Plattsburgh, which I could technically drive to be honest. Oh, look at that. That's a very nice little boat. 15-inch, 2 paddles. If I want to get left, I'll just run down and buy it. The time is not right. Sill Hunt H03. Oh, Sill Hunt. Okay. There's a New York company with light pack boats, Hornbeck boats near Lake Placid. Really nice. Matrix 12. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, I know. Sash, I know. But the thing is, they're in such bad condition, like, none of these are actually worth anything, you know? What I would like to do is, I would love to just sort of find a way to organize all this without it taking up an entire room, you know? Hornbeck boats are like 20 pounds. Try more 510 and cold blue with super blue. Hey, Winders Rangers here. How's it going, Holmes? Nobody calls each other Holmes anymore. What am I doing? So much stupid. Outdoor, what are you doing with the Craigslist ads, man? What are you doing to me? Grumman boats. Yeah, but they're aluminium, aren't they? Yeah, I like the look of the other boat you showed me better. And I don't want a flat-backed boat. I'm not going to be sticking a motor on it or anything, you know? Hey, homie. Yeah, I know. I did it. I said it. I sure said it. All is well up here, mister. All is well. There's an Austrian 10 shilling from 1940. 1949. I was 9 years off, but they all looked the same at that stage. Doopy 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 doo doopy doo. What are these? Oh, this is a Remembrance Day dollar from 1994. I've got 2 of those yet. There's another one over there. Yeah, and all these boxes are just Voyageur dollars from 1972, which is the year that I was born. The year that the world got infinitely better. My humble opinion. It's not really that humble. It's not that humble. But it is an opinion. Now, why would I need a silver bullet? You guys know something I don't? You want to see something really kind of weird? I received a shipment this week from a friend out in British Columbia based on a conversation that he and I had. Man, this dates me, okay? You guys will all know exactly how old I am when I show you this. So he sent me this. You guys remember these? 80s era Transformers, like even, remember it would come with a red plastic and you'd put it over that and it would give you all his stats. You guys remember this? You guys know Starscream? I mean, from before Michael Bay just pissed all over the... Don't get me started about that guy. But yeah. Starscream. And the reason why he sent me a Starscream is because when I was a kid, I had a friend who had Starscream, but I never did. I had, I think, Thundercrack, or you know, there was like when the Transformers first appeared, there were like 3 of these jets, 3 F-15s. Starscream, who was like second in command of the Decepticons, if I remember correctly. I'm looking. But I think he was like second in command. And then there was, I think Thundercracker was blue or something. And then there was a black one. Maybe I'm getting it backwards about the blue and the black, about the name. But anyways. Is that about... Oh, Bushcraft, you got a 13-foot guidebook. Yeah, that's... Hey, Paul, glad you're here, because I was asking the guys, now everyone else has heard this, but you haven't. I was asking the guys about a knife, like, you know, with a blade length, you know, the width of the palm, and a good flashlight for an army cadet. And I figured that scouts and cadets probably have the same general requirements, you know, like the blade is that wide and stuff. So I was wondering if you'd had, and the woman, the kid's mother who was talking to me, she would prefer a folder. So I was asking the guys about a good sort of robust folder and a flashlight that he can put in his pocket, and if he drops it, it won't break. Tyler, hey, what time are we? Wow, it's already 10 o'clock. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to the beginning here. 60, 70 pounds. Oof, that's pretty heavy. Werewolves are just to be cool. Fair enough. Werewolves are only in Europe, but you know they can get on a plane. More than meets the eye. That went too low on that. Starscream. What are you guys talking? Chupacabra? What? You're a funny guy, Outdoor. Dragon Ball and Voltron? Yeah, but Zach, you're a lot younger than I am. Victorinox one-hand opener. Yeah, I'm going to suggest a Victorinox as well. Because, I mean, there's a reason why they're a classic. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, I'm right. But, like, something simple. I find that with Victorinox, you can end up with way too many tools really, really quickly. I'm not getting any of these put away. This is ridiculous. What is this? That one's Belgian. This one's pretty. What is it? 5 cents, 1971. Oh, it's Dutch. Yeah. So anyways, like, so when I was a kid, I never got Starscream, so it was always like a thing, you know? And this guy has many Transformers that he's had since back in the day. And here's the thing, when I was about, I don't know, 15 or 16, I lived in a co-op, and the people who lived upstairs, lived upstairs, but the thing about living in a co-op is there's always someone who has all of the keys in case someone has to come and repair something or blah blah blah, because co-ops are all like everyone is in each other's business, right? There's a treasurer for the whole organization, there's a secretary who keeps track of minutes and stuff at all the meetings and blah blah blah. Anyway, so the woman upstairs, her boy, nice enough kid, but he did have a bit of a thief in him, and so since she had all the keys, he came into my house and stole all my Transformers and sold them for lunch money at school, including, much to my chagrin, my Jetfire. And so even to this day, if I come across a Jetfire on eBay, because he was something to me, man. He was way too expensive for the situation in which I grew up, shall we say. And like, man, I had a shrine to him in my head, man. Because also he was the least changed of the Transformers from like the Japanese toys that they were all just rebadged Japanese toys, right? And so this one was the least Americanized of all of them. I mean, he was essentially a Macross with an Autobot sticker on him. And when that thing disappeared, man, it hurt me hard. And so, you know, so like I see one on eBay or whatever, man, every time I see it, I almost buy it, but I don't know what I would do with it. I would probably just put it on my desk or something. But because of the way it disappeared, I didn't get to grow out of him, you know? But yeah. Anyways, it was funny when this showed up. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Part of me wants to open this up and transform it just once for old time's sake, but I don't know. It's probably full of parts that'll get lost. Oh yeah, remember they all had, for no good reason, a heat-sensitive sticker that, you know, you stick your thumb on and you would discover whether he was an Autobot or a Decepticon, because that wasn't obvious enough, right? That was a different time, man. That was a different time. Michael Bay is an idiot. I can't believe what he did. Voltron versus Optimus. That's it, but let's face it. That's not what the show was called. In fact, in French, it was Messenger Z. I used to watch it a lot. It was only on like right after school. It wasn't one of the big ticket cartoons, you know. This is all Mexican. Oh, no, it's not all Mexican. What's that? I think that's Cuban. Oh, that's Spanish. Okay, so this is my like Spanish speaking, you know. So nobody watched Transformers Z? It's okay, it's fine. You didn't watch G.I. Joe back in the day? Another series that Hollywood completely hacked into a mess. I have so little respect for Hollywood, you know? I find that, like, when they run out of ideas and they just start rehashing old properties, they never do them justice. They really never do. Like, they always sort of... Everything has to be modernized, but in the wrong way, you know? What was the use of not biting my nails anymore? If I said 1949, 5-cent piece, but you know what? I'm not even organizing. Mask? I don't remember Mask. Alright. See you later, Bushcraft. What? Outdoors out? Door? Huh? Okay, bye, Outdoors. See you later. Yeah, see you later, Bushcraft R&R. Paul had some pictures up recently about a cool camping trip. That was a scout trip, eh? Am I remembering that properly? Those camping pictures? Was that a scouting trip? Where was that? What I liked about that campsite you were at was that the fire pit was on the ground. Trinidad and Tobago, or whatever. Is that a bird of paradise? Is that what that bird's called? Cub Scouts over the weekend, yeah, man. Camp Coyote, South Langley, really? Huh, okay. Oh wait, you bought up a couple of hammocks and arm seal whoopies today from Little Shop of Hammocks? What the hell is Little Shop of Hammocks? Paul, I'm about to make you oh, okay. I'm gonna make you a moderator so that you can put up I'm gonna make you a moderator for 5 minutes, and so that you can put up a URL for Little Shop of Hammocks. Because that sounds interesting as hell. That sounds interesting as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's another Belgian. More Austrian. I got more Austrian than I know what to do with. There's another Canadian 50-cent piece. This one's from 2000. Bahamas, 25 cents. Pretty as hell. What the hell are Amstel whoopies? Are those like the cables or some damn thing? I still have not used my hammock, by the way. I'm dying to hit the forest. Like, guys, I have to hit the forest semi-regularly just to not be a cruel asshole. And I have not had... And I also need to be alone fairly often. Like, it does me some real good to be in the woods alone. And I haven't done that in years. And it's, man, just like, ugh. You know? I'm like... digging through coins and being grumpy. That's what it's come down to. Digging through coins and being grumpy. Too furient. So that's what's that. Furient is hungry. I can hardly read, man. The light. Magyar, yeah. That's Hungarian. It's Cuban. There's another French 10-cent piece. 10 euro cent. Yeah, whoopee slings. Yeah, okay. Little Shop of Hammocks. This is most likely yet another very dangerous URL that Paul Kima has shown me. Canadian-based shop. Right there, I call that a win. This means I don't have to worry about trying to figure out what everything really costs. Hammocks, quilts, tarps. So what did you buy? Which ones did you get? Let me see. Girlfriend bought a new BC knife today. Is that a bushcraft knife today? Enzo silver Elver Scandi with black G10 handles. I'll look it up. Hey, Dish. You working? Click. Little Shop of Hammocks. Where are they based? Rope. That was the one guy line. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, they got a ridgeline organizer. This So what is a ridgeline organizer? Oh, I see. It's just a little... Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Take a look. Actually, that ridgeline organizer is pretty freaking cool. It's $20. It's $20. Even I can afford $20. Warrior Ultralight Multicam Hammock. I don't know why I'm looking at hammocks. I have a hammock. But you know who doesn't have a hammock? My daughter. It's a terrible... I shouldn't be going there. Okay, where are we? Everyone's saying hi. Oh, come on, Tyler. Where you going, man? See you later, Tyler. See you next time. Okay, Paul, I get it. I'm glad that we've gotten through this with only one mention of nutsack. Well, I guess now two. Didn't want it to get all out of hand. What is this? Is this French? Fraternité, égalité. No. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. This is 5 something. 5 francs. République Française. No, it's 5 centimes from 1917. This is a pretty nice little coin. Nutsack retracted. Yuck. Then I had a whoopies and called back and asked them to sell the dang things for me. Actually, $125 for 2 hammocks with whoopies? Hell yeah. My Hennessy Scout, I think. That was more than that. It was just one. Granted, it came with you know, a fly and stuff, but you know, nutsack. Oh, nice, Paul. That's an excellent gift. That's an exciting gift. That's classy. Nice. Yeah, Dish, you're not supposed to apologize. You're in a crew full of Canadians. We do all the apologizing around here. I'm almost getting to the end of the Shawinigan handshake. He did not apologize for that handshake. He got in my way, so I took him out. There's no apologies there. Politics in this country is a shit show, guys. It's atrocious. I mean, down south it's atrocious too, but I don't live down there, so I can kind of just laugh about it. But man, phew, I just don't know. I just don't know. This penny's as old as I am. 1972. Oh, good old penny. R.I.P. Zach Simo's not feeling well. He's not at the top of his game tonight. He's dealing with some discomfort of the gastrointestinal kind. He's got a flu or some damn thing. He's not feeling well. He's not feeling well at all. I feel like I've got enough of these damned Euro cents that I can probably just cash them in and buy a car. There's another one, for God's sakes. Oh no. No, that's the Trinidadian. Bermuda, man. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? Another €5 cent. Well, yeah, Simon, because the RCMP kind of dropped the ball on that one, didn't they? They also incidentally dropped the ball when that idiot got into the Prime Minister's residence to assassinate the Prime Minister, and his wife held the guy off with a piece of Inuit art until the Mounties woke up to what was going on. That was an eventful Prime Ministership, actually. Prime Ministry? What's the proper term? There was all kinds of weird things going on there. And he was only part of the weirdness. You guys remember that? Guy breaks into the Prime Minister's residence, intent on doing ill. And there's his wife, keeping him off with a piece of Inuit art. Suddenly everyone in the country wanted Inuit art. Good old Canada. We do have some of the funniest little things going down. Prime Ministerial epoch? Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, it was long. Yeah, Simone, Serge is telling you to keep your distance. He can't get sick. He's got some kids to take care of. Much the same way as I can't get sick. I tell you guys something. It's not very bushcrafty, but it's about my my Oh, excuse me. Hey, I think that was the first one tonight. That was the first one. I put my girl in karate because there's a little brat who's been taking her down something fierce. Bully, as we tend to call him. Like, enough that she's asked me to change schools, you know? It's kind of heartbreaking that my confident little girl is being done in by this kid. So I put her in karate, thinking that she was going to be kind of, you know, goofing off and everything. But, man, she's taking it serious. She's doing well. She's getting, like, little rewards. She's enjoying it. She's happy to go. Bosnia. Yeah, Serge. Yeah, when he pushed back someone who got too close. That's what I was talking about the Shawinigan handshake. That's what they call it. Boom, baby. And in fact, he was interviewed about this beer on TV. Now that he's not PM anymore, or rather, now that he's far enough away from it that he doesn't feel anything about the job, he gives hilarious interviews, man, because he just doesn't give a crap. I like him better as a post-prime ministerial old guy who doesn't give a crap, to be honest with you. I find that he got away with a lot as prime minister. 20 Irish P. A horse. You can always trust a country that puts animals on their coins. And I'm not talking about politicians. There's two more Irish 2p pieces. If you're putting art or animals on your coins, then we're okay. Well, there's an animal, but it's an eagle. It's a symbol of power or some damn thing. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's 50 euro cents. Yeah, Serge's kids are in karate as well. Yeah, it was a really good choice for us. I mean, I'm not expecting her to take this kid down. If he does, then I'm buying her ice cream. But that's not the point of it. It wasn't so that she would put this kid on the ground. But I will make sure that she knows that if ever she puts this kid down hard, she'll be in trouble at school. And I will go in and I will say, now, honey, that's not what we do. And then when we leave, I will buy her ice cream. Because this kid is affecting my little girl. I'm not cool with that. And like, we've been dealing with this in a real like laid back way because, you know, a bully doesn't, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so we didn't want him to get beat up by his dad for getting him in trouble, blah blah. Now I don't give a crap. I want this kid away from my kid, period. I don't care what happens to him. If I make a stink and his dad gets hauled into school and his dad gets angry, I don't give a goddamn. I want him away from my daughter. She's at an age where certain things are being hardwired, and if her confidence goes because of this bully, she's at that age where that sets the tone for the rest of her life. I want this kid out of my school, but I can't do that because it's a public school, so you can't just evict kids. But man, I don't give a crap about this kid. Don't give a crap about him. He's nothing. He's never going to be anything because statistically, bullies don't tend to become anything except prisoners. And I mean, statistics are not necessarily always what happens, but I think you're wasting your time trying to keep this kid safe from himself. Yeah, man, Paul, that's what I'm talking about. Don't start a fight, but if you have to, you finish it. Because what this kid does is he corners her and he doesn't let her get to the teacher, right? So I'm just like, if he does that, you push him as hard as you can, you know, because I don't want to tell her to go kicking him or anything. Like I don't want to build my girl into a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to be one of those kids. But I also don't want her to be... Man, one day, this brat, she was playing with a friend, and this freaking brat came up and, I don't know, punched the other kid instead of her for once. Or kicked the other kid or something. So she just hauled off and kicked him one right in the shin. And so she ended up in trouble. And so at supper that night, we talked about it, and I said, now, honey, Camille, you know, like, her mom was angry because her mom had been building a case about it, right? And now she felt that her case was lessened because Camille had done this thing, you know. So we had a conversation at supper because we got a call from school, and we said, "Now, you know, Kitty, you can't really do that, and you know, you've got to be careful. You can only really strike if you're cornered and everything." And then at the end of the conversation, I turned to Camille and I said, "High five." Camille was like, she didn't even know if she could do it or not. I said, "High five, I'm proud of you." Man, her mother was like, you know, just, you know, if looks could kill, I would have been one dead little porky. Okay? But man, I was just so happy that she'd actually done something. I was bullied as a kid. I was bullied so much I failed grade 3 for never going. You know? That set me up for failure for the rest of my life. I've never had the confidence to make a success of myself, you know? And so my whole thing is I don't want my happy little kid to fall into the same garbage as I did. Is a 1-cent piece, Canadian 1-cent piece from 1936. Sasha's kids are they tiny? Are they like minis? Whoa, you enrolled them at 3. Simone, yikes, man. Yeah, the kid has a gut. Boom, baby. But like, she still sees karate as, like, I guess a sport, like soccer or something, you know? Like it's an activity rather than a life skill. I mean, I feel bad talking this way about a kid, but he's He's not bringing anything to the school life. You know, he's not contributing anything of value. All he's doing is beating up other kids. I'm not okay with that. I never have been, you know? And even if I hadn't essentially been... What is that? I don't know. Even if I didn't have the history I have, I still wouldn't be okay with bullying. I've never been a bully. I've always been too aware of what that does to people. Even today, I still want to find the good in someone, no matter what. You know? I work hard at it. And sometimes I pay for that, but I don't want to be one of those people. I don't. You know, it's funny. I did a video a long time ago that nobody watched. And it was a reaction to a video by a girl named Tessa Violet, okay? None of you watch her. That's okay. In fact, I rarely watch her now as well. She was like hardcore geek. Not hardcore, but she, you know, she's a geek girl. She likes her Star Trek. And she was putting out like, you know, fangirl videos, like lip syncs and stuff. But she also did a lot of vlog style stuff. And she did this video entitled and all about, you know, why not choose kindness? And so I did a response video to hers because I very much try to choose, and it's hard, man. It's hard for me to choose kindness because I'm angry 100% of the time. But I very much try to choose kindness because there are certain moments in my life when I absolutely did not. And they still stick in my head. There was one time, and in fact I mentioned this in my video, I was walking down the street, you know, young guy, self-centered asshole, walking with a friend, and there was a really rotund woman walking this way down the street. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm not ignoring anyone here. Yeah, fair enough, Paul. Yeah, that's one way to do it. And there's a problem, right? Because this kid is a power center in the class, so of course Camille wants to be around him, which means that she's just constantly in his sights, you know? Like, he'll play with her and she'll think he's her friend, and then he'll turn on her, you know? And corner her so that she can't get to a teacher, you know? And I can't get through to her that this kid's not your friend because he is the power center of the class. It's perfectly logical that the other kids would want to be on his good side, you know? Yeah, so there was this really rotund woman walking this way, you know? And so I turned to my friend and I said, geez, I didn't know you could fit two asses into one pair of pants. And she heard me. And, instead of getting angry and calling me names, which I would have been able to deal with, she just got this real hurt look on her face and kept on walking. And I have done everything in my power never to do that. Never to be that person since. Like, I wish she'd just gotten angry and called me names, because I can deal with that. You know? So instead, I've got this, like, real asshole minute. This moment. This real asshole moment in my head. And in some ways, I've been trying to make up for it ever since, you know? And so it's tough for me to not be getting into the forest, to not be decompressing, and to have this anger thing building up inside of me, like, slowly. Because it's so hard for me not to be that asshole right now, you know? This is a arcade token. I don't know, what do you guys think, you know? Took Taekwondo for 8 years. Oh yeah, okay. It's funny because there's a Taekwondo place closer than the karate spot. In fact, there's a lot of Taekwondo places because this neighborhood has a large Korean population. But the karate dojo was suggested to us because he's really good with kids. And man, it was crazy. We walked in there. And Camille has a thing. Camille has the thing? What? Camille has this thing where she's real shy when she's first meeting someone, you know? So we walked in and I was like, okay. But he allowed her to be shy for about 3.5 seconds. And then he had her doing the splits and jumping up to give him high fives. And it was just like, okay, we made the right choice. How much is it? Okay, consider it paid, you know? Because it was like just so immediate. She really took to him and she's been really engaged in the class ever since. I love seeing that. I love knowing that we've put her in something that she's really into rather than something she's just doing because we put her in it, you know? Another 50% piece. Oh, it's another big one. 1964. Just got a thumbs up from Paul Bakima. Means that probably said something okay. 1936, 5-cent piece from the great country of Canada. If any of you guys are wondering why I'm calling Canadian ones a 5-cent piece rather than a nickel, it's because the Royal Canadian Mint does not encourage using American terms for Canadian coins. So a Canadian dime is a 10-cent piece. A Canadian quarter is a 25-cent piece. A Canadian nickel is a 5-cent piece. It's really frickin' irritating. But there it is. I've got a pretty tasty little collection of Irish coins here. Strangely, however, no Irish euro cents. Not a single freaking one. Which is irritating because I wanted to see the obverse of an Irish euro cent to, you know, sort of complete the thought that I'd started before about how the Irish really used to make gorgeous coins. I wanted to see what the obverse was. This is definitely silver. Look at that. That is definitely a silver coin. Absolutely. Oh, that was for Simo. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I was feeling good about myself. I was like, yay, I got a thumbs up. But you have to take it away from me. It's okay. I don't have any, you know, self-confidence anyway. Whoa, that was close. No, seriously, like, what's with all these euro cents? Where are they coming from? What do we got? What do we got? Many British coins as well. Those are going to be worth nothing pretty soon. Hello, Brexit. Triumph of the Chavs, as I call it. As I calls it. Man, I'm glad I'm not Theresa May right now. Whew. That's got to be tough. Strangely, I don't care. I'm just glad it's not me. Hell, I'm glad I'm not British right now. Which is a strange feeling to have because for, you know, they're not really a separate country than us. Well, they are since Chrétien, but up until him, you know, it wasn't really a foreign country. And I mean, we share a head of state. And still, even, you know, in your passport, if as a Canuckian, you're somewhere where there isn't a Canadian consulate or, you know, embassy, you go to the British one, you know. So I watched the Brexit referendum and I really had this feeling of utter desolation when it went yes, because I saw what was happening. I saw that the old farts we're taking the future away from these young kids who had grown up thinking themselves as European, you know? But as time goes on, I just watch what they're doing to themselves, and I think, you know what? Okay, you know? If that's the way you're gonna do it, then that's the way you're gonna do it. Bunch of lame... What is this? It's got Kennedy on it, 1996. Oh, for land's sakes. You guys in the States, it's a $50. In Canada, 50-cent piece. In the United States, $50. Oh, which actually works with quarter, right? I mean, it's the same sort of motif. Nuclear. This one's Greek. Hey, whoa, Jaegerheim's here. Man, where you been? Wait, is LT out of here? All right, see you, LT. Thanks. That's what I grew up using. Jaegerheim's got some cute little piglets, which are going to grow up to be some goddamn delicious Mangalitsa. Hey, we bought a pig recently, which is in fact going to the slaughterhouse this week. Because last year, I think I told you guys, last year we bought a half pig, sort of as an experiment. And it was a massive, massive win. Because, like, we bought a pig, it cost us like $9.50 butchery in, and you end up with, like, you don't have to buy meat, well, pork anyway, for months, like for a year. Because we only bought a half last year, we kind of, you know, we were kind of careful with it, but, you know, buying a whole one, another 50-cent piece. I don't get this. I don't know where they're, it's like they're procreating, in which case I wish they were $100 bills. And there's another one, for God's sakes. I'm just seeing what's going on. Can you... yes, it is... Oh crap! I'll get it for you. It's a farm somewhere nearish. Nearish by. Nearish by. Yeah. It's a word, right? That's a term. I'm gonna call that a term. It's a term. Jaegerheim's here. That's a good night, man. I should have had a white beer in celebration. Jaeger, what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for, I'm trying to organize my coin collection. Because when we did our car wash at school at the weekend, I emptied out that cash box to use as a cash box at the car wash. But now I've got to fit all these damn coins back in, so I'm sort of trying to organize them a little bit. Just organize them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. You bought a pig at auction many years ago, about 125 pounds for $100. Nice. But you know, like $1,000 for a year's worth of meat, it's kind of not a bad price. And the cuts were good. They're using a different butcher this year. They experimented with this different butcher and the cuts were better. Like the guy last year apparently sort of kept a few things for himself, like kept all the trotters, you know. So they changed. I wasn't going to go after him for the trotters, that's for damn sure. But what is this? It's a U.S. coin with like a... Oh, it's a nickel. Ocean in view of the what? Ocean in view. What? What the crap is that? And like on the other side is one of those American dudes. One of those is that Washington or some damn thing? This is not the nickel I'm used to. It's not a very pretty one. Oh, you had a coin and paper money auction? Snoot, man. I would have... Rats. There are a few things I still want. I wonder where my paper money is. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. It'll take like 3 seconds. If I can't find it in 3 seconds, I'm going to forget about it. Man, I wasn't kidding. I do not know what this is. What is this coin? Oh, this is a silver coin. It's a $20 silver coin for Star Trek's 50th anniversary. Yeah, these are remembrance coins. Oh, there's number 2. Sorry, guys. These are hockey cards. I don't know how I ended up with hockey cards. Because those of you who know me know that I don't give a sweet crap about hockey. Not since the Carbonneau years. Which, again, marks me as being an old dude. Hold on. Spread the word with me at the next one. Yeah, man. What do I got in here? Okay. That's a £5 note. Polymer, like ours. Like our paper money. Gonna go out on a limb and... Oh, that's Cutter. Right? I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff that's worth very much. €5. This is Czech. This is Chinese, but like not friendship money, so getting that out of the country was kind of dangerous. It's another €5. Of course, the old $2 bill. I went to the States once, and like up near the border where you can pay with Canadian money. And I paid with a Canadian $2 bill, and the person at the cash was like, "Dude, you're hitting 2 strikes. One more and you're out." I was like, "What?" That's Egyptian. Jamaica. Hold on, let me find something interesting here. What's that? Jamaica. That's another English 5-pounder. I got a bazillion of these. You guys got to get a coin going, man. I mean, you've got a coin. For God's sakes, use it. Nobody uses a dollar bill anymore. Change is good. Evidently, says the guy with a mountain of coins on his table. Jaeger, I will definitely attend if you have another another coin and paper money auction. Here's some Irish stuff. That 1-pounder up at the top, that 1 pump, is really nice. But like, whatever. That one's Scottish. There's more Canadian. There's more Canadian. Let's Australia, New Zealand, Belize. Lots of American, lots of Mexican. I find something interesting. There's Iraqi. Here's one of my favorite banknotes of all time. It's not in... It's never going to be worth anything because it's in such bad condition, but that's a French 200 francs. I was in Paris right before the franc disappeared. And, man, there was francs, man. Paying for stuff with francs. It's a whole different world than paying for something with euros. Those were banknotes that meant something, man. Again, these are worthless, so... this is Slovenia. $1940. You know, hey, Rush Creek, how's it going? Yeah, I'm with you. I've got a couple of bills with a whole lot of coins. But yeah, I would love to have a hangout just where we're talking about coins and bills and stuff. Just because it's, you know, bushcraft isn't the only thing I'm interested in. There we go. This Albania from 19 something. What year was this? I have no idea what year this was. But Albanian money was printed in Italy at that time. Whatever this was, like the 40s or ish. No, you want to hear? So you want to find a wallet? Boom. This is a banknote that you need a serious wallet for. This is 100 rubles. These are pre-Soviet Russian rubles. These are the hundreds. Okay. I mean, that's it's like you got your servants to carry your money for you. This is a 25. You know? Here, check this out. Check this out. Here's 1,000 kronen. Okay? So this is Austrian from 19... Well, this is Austro-Hungarian, right? So this is like First World War era. It's huge. Can you imagine? Yeah, I'll have a burger. Flop. Give me a break. Huge. Good old set. It's like some of these are ginormous. Here's 1,000 marks. German. 1922. I mean, these aren't worth anything. I like them. I've got a couple that are worth something, but not much, you know? I just like looking at them. And I don't like I like not having the stress of having like $1,000 bill or something. But yeah. I like the designs more than I care about what they're worth, you know, because some of this stuff is worth nothing. Nothing. I've got a bunch of Yugoslav, you know. Okay, I've got some Deutschmarks. Again, they're worth nothing. Some good old French, some Italian. They're all done, right? This is interesting. This is 50 francs from Saint-Pierre and Miquelon. Saint-Pierre and Miquelon are two islands that are technically within Canada's borders, but because they're French, the ocean border, right, there's whatever it is, the 200-mile limit or whatever, has this chunk taken out of it straight that goes down to Saint-Pierre and Miquelon. Now, Saint-Pierre and Miquelon are small enough that these francs are made by the French central bank, overseas bank, right? But they're designed for like their South Seas territories. They all use euros now, but in fact, what's under this crosshead is Réunion, which is a French island that's much further south. Because that's not what people look like in Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon. Yeah, off Newfoundland. Yeah. Is that the kind of conversation we're about to have? But yeah, so I mean, like, I got some English stuff. I've got a lot of Irish. I bet you guys have never seen one of these. Or one of these. 2 Scottish banknotes. Oh, is Paul out of here? All right, see you later, Paul. Oh, you were in Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon once? I've never been there. Have a good one, Paul. See you next time. See you the next time. Whoa! Almost threw a bunch of $10 bills all over the place. All over the place. Just seeing if I have anything real interesting here. Where's all my American gone? There we go. Here's my favorite American dollar bill. Whoops. I mean, as far as American bills go, it's pretty nice. I guess it's the only country in the world that redesigns its money every 20 years to look exactly the same. Yeah. Like, you know, old 20, newer 20. What? What are you working on, Winders? See you later, Dr. Sharp. Yeah, Rush. You need a passport to go pretty much anywhere. You know, I even just use it to fly because even within Canada, because it's just so much easier to just flop that out than it is to go digging through my wallet for ID. You know. Yeah, Rush. Yeah, that is a good one, right? Oh, you're working on Clash of Clans? Jesus. Hey, it's after 11. Okay. How often on average do we actually change our money? Probably every generation. Hold on, let me just take a look. So, this is a 1979 20, right? This is a 1991 20. So after that 20, there was the... do we go from that one directly to the polymer? So like every 20 years? Every decade, maybe, actually, right? 79 to 91, maybe every decade. Now this 5 is a year somewhere. I don't know where the year is. Right, because there was this design. Right? Okay, so this was 1989, this 10. This 10 was whenever the hell, 2001. Okay, so the 90s to 2001, and then we ended up with the polymer, right? In now, I'm looking for a date on this. 2017. Yeah, but this is a special edition, so probably like 2010-ish. So I'd say every 10-ish years. Every 10-ish years. The birds. Yeah. No, I had missed the birds while I was putting my sets out. Okay, it's after 11, so I gotta go and start getting ready for bed. Put away all these damn coins that I thought I was going to be doing with you guys. Whatevs. So, you were born in 73, I was born in 72. So, yeah. Oh, interesting, okay. Yes. I'll see you guys all next week, next Tuesday, 9 to 11, Montreal / New York time. And thanks for hanging out.